But if he reads it right, Jesse, it was such a quick call, he had to be drawing, because with any sort of hand, a king in his hand and stuff, you see an aggressive player like Woodley having to raise on the flop.
Pass.
Was it 4s or 5s? Which one?
5.
Yeah, well, Woodley found a way to win that anyway, and it's a big old pot. He didn't have to hit his flush to do it.
My form is not good really. I'm just getting outdrawn all the time, or I can't win a race if they got a pair and I've got ace king, I can't hit. So I had a couple of wins back to back in Southend recently, but so I thought I'd turn the corner, but and then it's just struggling really the last few months.
I find Barry, the guys who have the best results in this format, they seem to win some pots by hook or by crook. They just, I don't know how they win them, but they win them.
Usually by aggression, you find, Jesse. That usually wins the day in these
6. Raise to 6,000 total.
Quite quick six-handed formats.
Not really. I'm a bit tired. I want to go.
Patterson seems like a nice guy. I think sometimes
The closest one.
you know, he may have come in here sort of with an idea to sort of sit back early and see what happens, but his cards haven't allowed it. He's picked up some big hands already. Like
cool.
Call.
Oh.
Pass.
Me and you again, Gazza.
So the 8s are dead.
You must be stronger this time.
Did Tyler?
Tyler's already folded 8s.
So you're assuming
Woodley's
I've got
called
some kind of strategy?
Yep.
No.
Once again, Woodley calling Patterson out of position. The roles reverse this time, Jesse. Patterson now flops the flush draw.
Not only that, but because of what happened last time, Patterson's going to get a lot more stubborn with these. Woodley's going to have trouble taking them off him, isn't he? How's he thinking? What is he thinking about this?
It's a lovely flop for 8s, isn't it?
It looks like one. It's almost like Woodley senses that this guy is going to be a bit stubborn right now, and he'd better be willing to commit if he means to.
Over cards down, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
I wonder if these guys know each other.
Yeah, they do. They play at some local casinos in London together, so
There'll be some history anyway.
there'll be some. The problem with calling here for Woodley, and Ian Woodley knows this, is he's still first to act when it comes on the turn.
Right.
It would help me to give an opinion if I saw what you got, but I would imagine it's quite a good call.
Thank you. I feel better now.
It's good banter.
Until the card comes.
Good bluff card here for Patterson.
That's a good point. Oh, has Patterson knuckled it here? He needs to hit now. Jack, king, tenor, spade. And this would be about the stage when Ian knows he's best, isn't it? Is this a defensive bet, you think?
5,000.
A bit of a blocker, maybe?
Yeah. He's like, you know what, I think my 8s are good, but let me just save you trying to get in with...
God damn.
Pass.
I think that was a mistake from Patterson there, Jesse. I think a bet on the turn. He's increased his outs, obviously. Now gives him a gut shot straight draw as well. And Woodley really has his number.
Well, we've played the first level. I guess the good news for all these players, nobody has put themselves out of it yet.
Well, I suppose the story of the first level would be the Patterson-Woodley story, where Woodley's been spanking his backside 3 times, and Patterson just really should keep away from Woodley if that's what's going to happen going forward in this tournament.
The blinds go to 2,000 and 4,000. I wonder what is in Tyler's mind. He's lost about 10% of his stack. Shouldn't panic. This could be considered a little bit of a gear change.
Maybe level 2 was his gear change time, where he was going to come down a couple of levels of his starting range.
And Holden's...
This will give us a decent indicator of what Holden's come to do today.
Yeah. Why do you think the call? He didn't want to fold them, and perhaps the fact that he's in position maybe influenced him to call?
Maybe.
But it is... 12,000 is getting to be the kind of thing you don't want to just be...
Well, the problem, Jesse, if he stuck it in for 12, what's the re-raise going to be? 35?
Right.
40k? You're looking at nearly half your stack.
Right.
Woodley thinking of the squeeze.
Eights is not that big a holding to be putting half your stack in with.
It'll be 8,000 on Woodley.
What?
Who's actually the only guy at the table who can, you know, he's got enough chips where he can actually spend a little if he wants to.
Absolutely.
Might not want to spend any, I don't know. I think he might want to put a squeeze play on.
A squeeze may work here, Jesse, absolutely. But Woodley knows the power position. He knows that he's in a really bad spot. He's going to be first to act. Because Tyler's in the cut-off, Holden's on the button. It's a bad spot for Queen-Jack suited here, calling a raise against two other players.
There's something you don't like about it. I wonder if he wasn't really sure about Holden. He hasn't. I think this is the first time Holden's called a raise.
Yeah.
Depends what comes. Depends if you hit. And then bet.
I don't need to hit.
Stop begging.
Me begging.
Good flop for the eights.
Okay.
He would have gotten stuffed.
Oh dear.
He would have been outspaded by Tyler. What is he, psychic?
I bet he's kicking himself at the moment, Woodley, thinking, damn, 2 overs and a flush draw. But he doesn't know how much of a bad shape he would have been in.
It's gone. Tyler's checked it. Holden's bet 15,000, and this is a massive decision for Tyler. He could conceivably push in here.
The only thing he can be worried about is if he thinks that Holden's got a 10 in his hand, where he's not going to lose him.
15's a lot of money to call right now, isn't it?
Was he going to check raise with the ace-7? That's what he's going to try and do? It would work.
Sure, we can see one more card.
Well, he's decided he's got enough to spend it, huh?
Wow.
What do you think he's going to do if he misses?
Jesse's a big pot here. So what has he got? He has got 7 outs with the 2 spades gone of Woodley, and he's got 3 aces in the hand.
It's probably the worst card in the deck for Tyler.
Check.
And that could encourage him to get the rest of his chips in.
Like, you know what? I've got a smallish hand, but I still think I'm winning, kind of. Let me put a feeler out there. The problem is, what's Tyler got left?
He's got to just pull one over.
Something around 60. Would be enough if he pushed. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Cool.
He's decided just to call. This is this pot's 100K. Tyler needs a spade. He needs an ace. He needs a 7. The rest of the cards are Holden's. Wow. That was excellent. I think that was the power of being 20 years old.
Can he muster a check now, Jesse? He's probably not going to get a bet out of Holden now because it looked like he was drawing.
It looks like the way this plays this, it looks like Tyler put Holden on roughly the hand he has.
And how happy is Woodley going to be looking back at this one?
Yeah, it's pretty gutting stuff for Holden, who's played this hand nice and aggressively, and is about to get trushed.
Laughing?
I don't know. Holden might have wished he bet more in the turn, but that's all hindsight 2020 stuff, isn't it? Tyler's going to have a nice big stack after the end of this one.
Didn't like the way he played this, Jesse, I must say.
Too much calling?
Yeah, I didn't like the call on the turn. You've got to make a decision.
He's got 42,000, Tyler, and he's really taking his time with it. I don't know what the bet size is. Going to have trouble putting this down.
25,000.
I mean, Stephen, obviously, you can see the shirt, the title, the resume. He knows what's going on.
Committed.
I won't be.
No, I think I'm committed.
What if I go over the top?
I was said to be a good grinder, but I'm not the best.
Trying to talk him into this one, huh?
I tend to play my stack.
He didn't say